It's just 1 mile from these gates to that big house on the hill there, Stormont, Northern Ireland's seat of government. So why is it then that some people, particularly young people, can sometimes feel like our politicians might as well be a million miles away? Well, rightly or wrongly, there's a perception that our politicians and public representatives are sometimes remote and a bit removed from the important issues that affect our younger generation. So how do you get your opinions noticed in there? The answer is simple. Use social media. There are 108 MLAs who represent the 1.8 million strong population of Northern Ireland. Politicians on all sides of the political spectrum are getting switched on to social media. Conal, how has social media changed the way you do politics?
Well, I think it's taken all of us who are in politics right down out of our ivory tower and made us operate at a human level, where a lot of young people are, where a lot of people who are interested in having a proper debate on the issues, rather than being stuck in the old tribal politics of our past.
Which of the methods of social media do you find most effective?
I'm a particular fan of Twitter, largely because it allows you to have a real conversation with people. I think a lot of younger people really want that and really appreciate it.
Joanne, how long have you been using social media?
Well, Linda, I've been using Facebook now for about 3 years.
And how effective is it, particularly in engaging the young audience?
It's perfect with the younger people. I would have quite a lot of followers on Facebook. It initially started as a personal page and that has sort of morphed into a constituency page. Now that I'm elected, I find that I post daily photographs of what I'm doing, and younger people that have been switched off, they're engaging in conversation, they're commenting on it. So I think it's getting them interested again. So from that aspect, I think it's very, very good.
Politicians look on every election like it's a job interview. They know that your vote makes you the employer. One new vote from a first-time 18-year-old voter who remains then engaged and loyal could mean a job for life. But it's not just the politicians who are getting switched on to social media. One of the biggest and most successful users of internet communication are the PSNI. They've been reaching out to the whole community, but they've done particularly well getting the attention of young people for all the right reasons. The person who drives the campaign is Chief Superintendent Nigel Grimshaw.
Facebook has really benefited us over this last period, but of course, as we began to think about how we're going to set it up, we faced some challenges. You know, we had a fair degree of cynicism and skepticism, even internally. And what we're seeing with the use of social media is that we're tapping into a very particular demographic, those in their later teens. We need to hear what they're thinking, and that's what's coming back to us now through Facebook. And that's what I find almost addictive, because I get a real sense for what people are thinking and feeling within the district that I'm responsible for delivering policing in.
But of course, communication needs to be a two-way process between both public servants and the young. WIMPS, or Where is My Public Servant, is a group set up and run by young people for young people. It uses its website and social media to actively engage its members in politics. Hi, how are you doing? So, which one's Karen? Karen, you're a coach here, so what's WIMPS all about?
Well, WIMPS is a project which stands for Where is My Public Servant, and it's a youth-based media project where we write articles, contact politicians and make videos about issues in our area and how we can overcome them.
So how important is it that young people engage with politicians and public representatives?
Well, I think it's very important because young people find that there's this barrier where politicians are unreachable. With WIMPS, you can directly contact your politicians and you can find out what ones are for your local area by a postcode search. You can email each one individually about your problem.
There's now a new kid on the political block. Omnisoft, experts in computer marketing, are setting up Hear Our Voice, a campaign to encourage and improve greater communication between politicians and young voters using social media.
Hear Voice is a social media campaign designed to encourage greater dialogue between young people and their local politicians. The reason why we have decided to launch this campaign is because we feel that young people don't have a voice in society. They don't have a voice to engage with their local politicians. And what we're about is to give young people a voice.
To find out more about the Hear Our Voice campaign, log on to facebook.com/hear.our.voice.